Hey guys, John here. Do us a big favor. Go over to Good Pods, go over to Apple Podcasts, go over to all those places and rate us over there. Tell us what you think about Movie Lovers Unite because that actually helps out new audiences to be able to find us. But also, too, smashing that subscribe button on our YouTube channel and liking the video as well also helps us out as well. Don't forget to comment below. Tonight, I'm going to be reviewing a film from the Hollyshorts Film Festival called Thoughts and Prayers. So let's go on ahead. Let's get on with it. I'm excited to talk about this film. And hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. So tonight I'm going to be reviewing Thoughts and Prayers. This is going to be a non-spoiler review for it. Also, too, this is also a 9-minute movie, which is actually perfect for a short film. And this movie is about a powerful United States senator that lives out every American parent's worst nightmare when she receives a call from her teenage son. This movie is directed by Evan Miller. Writers are Janson and Evan Miller. This also stars Adrianne Palicki, Zachary Levi, and Joey Alsby. So whenever you see this movie first getting started, you basically see Adrianne Palicki's character, Senator Barnes, and you also see Zachary Levi's character, Senator Cook. And basically, she's letting him have it. I mean, she's busting his balls on live television. This is like Meet the Press. And she's doing an incredible job. She has all of her information right in front of her. And basically, she's trying to show everybody that he's not as good as what people make him out to be, that there's certain things that need to be changed, but yet he's not allowing those things to actually change at all because of certain things within the power that be. But I liked how she winds up going after him, busting his balls on live television, and all of a sudden, after that winds up happening, you see the cameras shut off, and then she's actually who she is. And basically, she's this one person who is someone that you don't want to mess with, especially whenever the cameras are off of her, because of the fact that she's quick. She's not quirky or anything like that, but she's very quick, very on your toes kind of character, basically, where she knows what she wants. She knows how to go after it. And especially whenever she's calling up different people wanting to take down Senator Cook, which I thought was actually pretty neat about how she actually tries to handle that. But also, too, she starts complaining because of the fact that she lost her charger. She lost her charger over at her house and everything. She can't charge her cell phone. And we go through that every single day as Americans and stuff like that, too, where basically we lose our cell phone chargers. We forgot them at home and things like that. It's just everyday life. And then all of a sudden you get this phone call that makes your day even worse. And that's exactly what happens with her character. So Senator Barnes winds up taking a call from her son, Adam, who's played by Colton McPherson. And even though you don't see Adam, you can actually hear his voice. And that's something that I really liked, was the fact that you don't get a lot of setup with Adam and his mom or anything like that. But for what they do with this, it actually works. And I'll give you a couple of examples in a minute about how that actually works and how they play out the narrative of it. But Adam calls her up and says, "Hey, look, Mom, there's a shooting that's happening in my school, and I don't know what to do. I'm in the classroom." She's telling him, "Look, describe the classroom and everything. Tell me what you see." And he tries to do his best to tell her what's in the classroom, but it looks just like another classroom. So therefore, he's also panicking. He doesn't know what to do. She tells him to go on ahead, open up a window so he can jump out of it. And then she finds out that he's actually on the 3rd floor. And when you hear those words, he's like, "Mom, I'm on the 3rd floor." Your heart really sinks in because you want him to escape. You're thinking that he'll be able to escape through the open window because of the fact that his mom's telling him how to survive. And you're thinking that he'll be able to climb out the window. But no, that's not the case. He's actually on the 3rd floor, which is actually impossible to escape from. So I definitely like how they do that. Also, too, there's also flashbacks between Adam and his mom, like I was mentioning. Like I said, there's not a lot of setup between Adam and Senator Barnes, but for what they do with it when they're actually doing the flashbacks, it works because of the fact I managed to cry during that whole entire setup because of the fact that you see how she's taking care of him as a kid, putting him on the school bus, being there for him throughout his life. And then all of a sudden, it could be in a flash of an instant that he won't be with her anymore on this earth or anything like that because of what's going on at the school. So I definitely liked that. I liked how they played off the narrative to make us care about Adam, even though we don't see him, but we can hear him. And that makes us care about him even more. Then, of course, you wind up seeing the bodyguard who's driving Senator Barnes, and he's also trying to help Adam as well by telling him what to do, try to get survival tactics, tell him to barricade the room so the way the killer doesn't get him and everything. And then also too, while that's going on, he's actually, this is what the bodyguard is doing. He's turning around on the interstate, on the highway, and trying to get back to where the school is so that way they can get to him. And then, of course, you get to the school, but I'm not going to tell you what winds up happening on that end or anything like that. But all I got to say is kudos to them for doing this film. I thought this was a film that needed to be told. This movie will weigh on you. It will actually stick with you. This movie is something that is very special. I think that, with a little bit more prep time and things like that, if this wasn't a short film or anything like that, I really believe that this could be like a 2-hour film of just being centered around Senator Barnes and her son and trying to help him get out of the school and things like that. So, I definitely loved it. I love this film. Like I said, it's very emotional to the point where I actually have to put it up there with like Schindler's List and 12 Years a Slave because of the fact those two films will weigh on you as well. And that this to me ranks up there for me as films that pulls on your heartstrings to the point where, you're so invested in the characters that you're hoping for something positive to happen and you don't know how it's going to end. So I definitely like that. So that's going to be it as far as this review goes. Zachary Levi does fantastic in this film for the little bit that we actually see him. We actually see him in another thing later on, but I'm not going to say where. But I thought that having him in there was actually necessary. I thought that was actually pretty neat to have him in there for like a few minutes. Senator Barnes, the actress that plays Senator Barnes, does a fantastic job. Also, too, the actor who plays Adam does a fantastic job. Everybody is on fire when it comes down to their performances and things like that. So with that being said, guys, tell me what you guys think if you guys happen to see it over at the Hollyshorts Film Festival. If you haven't or anything like that, and you're wondering when this film is going to be released, I don't know when it's going to be released to the public, but when it does, I will find out. I'll post a link to where you guys can rent it or buy it or anything like that, because that's what I did for one of the films from last year. So with that being said, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and also don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to rank us on those following podcasts that I said earlier: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and of course, you have your Spotify, and then you also have Good Pods as well. So with that being said, guys, have a great and safe day. I hope everyone has a great night, and bye-bye.